want to begin tonight, though, with our continuing coverage of the breaking news we brought you earlier today.
It all started with a woman getting shot in the neck, and then later a robbery, a car theft, followed by a chase and the suspect's arrest.
The crime spree spanned two cities, Kentwood and Grand Rapids. The first crime happened at about 9:30 this morning, and the armed and dangerous suspect was on the run until about 6 o'clock tonight.
I'll take a look at the man believed to be at the center of it. 35-year-old Theodore Little, a man who already had a warrant out for his arrest for a larceny.
We have team coverage for you tonight. Leon Hendricks is at the robbery scene where the vehicle was stolen, but we want to begin tonight with Barton Dieters and how police got their man. Barton?
The suspect, 35-year-old Theodore Little, is now in custody, facing charges in both Kentwood and Grand Rapids. After following a chase through the west side, a portion of that chase was captured by a worker downtown with a bird's eye view.
Very happy to say that at this scene here in Grand Rapids, we did not have any injuries to bystanders, to officers, or even the suspect.
Colton Beveridge was working downtown, moving a painting on the side of the Bob, and he captured the crash at West Fulton Avenue and Monroe Street and posted it on Facebook. The suspect halted when an officer tried to make a high-risk stop, then took off, striking and allegedly disabling a police vehicle, which remained in the roadway well after the chase was over. The video shows at least 15 police cars chasing the allegedly stolen red Mazda west on Fulton. Police believe Little shot his ex-girlfriend, Daphne Joyner, around 9:35 this morning at the Cambridge Apartments in the 1900 block of Mason Street Northeast. The victim's identity was confirmed by a family member this evening. Police told 24-Hour News 8 the woman was shot in the neck by her boyfriend when she was trying to evict him from their apartment. It wasn't until 6 p.m. when a car he allegedly stole in Kentwood was spotted downtown. Witnesses said the car was going fast when the driver overcompensated for a curve and then crashed into a tree on Fulton Street, just west of the John Ball Zoo entrance. Police spokesman Sergeant Terry Dixon said the suspect came out of the car with the gun in his hand.
He was told to drop the gun. He did drop the gun at that point he began to follow the officer's commands, and he was taken into custody.
Police believe the gun wielded by Little when he was arrested is the same gun that was used in the shooting earlier this morning. Little is in the Kent County Jail, where he is likely to be interrogated by detectives from both Grand Rapids and Kentwood. The victim's mother tells us that her daughter is out of surgery and doing well. Live from Kent County Jail, this is Barton Dieters, 24 Hours.
All right, thank you, Barton. Well, now we want to get to what police say the suspect did after the shooting and before that dramatic takedown.
24-Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks is live in Kentwood with that part of the story. Leon?
Brian and Marley, good evening. Police say he came here, robbed two women at this area of business, and then took off with one of their cars. And they say the two people inside, well, they knew exactly who this suspect was. It is here where things turn from terrible to even worse, where the suspect, already facing serious charges for allegedly shooting his girlfriend in the face, reportedly came to rack up a few more felonies. Police say shortly after 5 this afternoon, the perp entered the Specialized Staffing Solutions building armed with a gun. It's right across the street from Woodland Mall along busy 28th Street. Officers say there were two women here when he came in, and at least one of them knew who the bad guy was. That's because he was one of their employees from the past. Police say the suspect took one of the victim's purses, her car keys inside. Then they say he made off with the car. The red Mazda seen in this video now gone viral. The victims here called 911. Police put out the word on the stolen vehicle, and before long, the dramatic chase, crash, and ultimate takedown. The suspect arrested, now in police custody.
Just a nice job by officers getting the information out in a timely fashion, and certainly, Grand Rapids officers being alert and finding the vehicle.
Now, police tell us they also used cell phone data to follow the suspect since they knew exactly who they were looking for. And we are told that the victims here did put up some resistance. After the crime took place here, the victims went to a nearby restaurant. We spoke with the waiter who talked with them. He said that the women were shaken, they were crying. They said that the suspect had taken them into a back room and tried to, quote unquote, do what he wanted to do, but they didn't let it happen. Reporting in Kentwood tonight, Leon Hendricks, 24-hour News 8.
We will continue to follow this story. We'll have updates as they come in, both on air and online at woodtv.com.